I am Katharina Michio, and you are watching YankeeMania.
I'm Kayla Walsh, and you're watching YankeeMania.
Hi, my name is Maria Venuto, and you are watching New York Yankee Mania.
I'm Marnie Schneider. I'm the author of Football Freddy, and I am so excited to be part of the New York Yankee Mania show.
Hey, everybody, it's Ian Eagle. You are watching Yankee Mania, the best.
Well, hello, everybody. How's everybody doing on a Tuesday night? A little bit frigid here in New York City, but not as bad as it's been the last 100 days. But how is everybody doing? Everybody's got to be kind of excited as we gonna open up the 2026 New York Yankees season with the start of spring training tomorrow morning. While our show is on the air, they open the doors. So I don't know if you guys on TV or on MLB Network or your local channels, if you were able to see anything going on, but Bellinger's been taking a lot of nice swipes, and McMahon, and even Didi Gregorius was in there practicing for the Netherlands, his debut there. So I guess the Yankees were gracious enough to let him swing away in the batting cage today. It looks like everyone, Aaron Judge's problems with the elbow is completely gone. He was throwing very, very well, much better than he was last year, of course, towards the end of the year in the playoffs. So that's very, very good news. And we'll have a lot of bits and pieces tomorrow night that we'll get all this news. So I'm sure we'll have a special show sometime in the nighttime tomorrow night and go over everything that's been going on. I do have some. Well, first of all, welcome to the stream, everyone. Thank you for joining us on this extra show. And we are also. Hi, Katie. How's it going? Mr. Charles, who is going to be involved with something which I'm going to be talking about in about a minute or two. So I want to say hello to everyone. First off, thanks for joining us tonight. So we are about to introduce a new show here on Yankee Mania, and it's up on the screen. We're very happy and proud to say that next Wednesday night at 7:30 p.m. live right here on Yankee Mania, we are going to have a show called The History of the New York Yankees in their perspective and your perspective. Nothing like you've ever seen. There have been shows and all of that, but this is a little different. This is coming straight from the heart, straight from nostalgia, and it's going to be really great. And who's involved? Well, how about our very own Sean Browning, our historian, which, by the way, he's going to be doing some history shows on here too down the line. But right now, first things first, and Sean is going to be joined by none other than the Bronx Bomber that is in our chat day in and day out. Charles will be joining and is joining the NY Mania happy family. So welcome, Charles, as he will make his debut on this show with Sean Browning, and he will be part of the history of the New York Yankees show starting next week. So everybody, give them a rah-rah, press the like button, subscribe, tell all your friends and family. It's going to be a new and exciting show, and we're really looking forward to it. So that's going on. Now, so tomorrow morning there will be a show. It will be with our very own Nathan, Sean Browning, and another newly acquired man here is going to be Jason. Jason, of course, is the twin brother of Evan, and who's a Met fan. So you're going to get a Met fan's perspective. So we're going to, Met fans always welcome here. Talk your walk, talk your talk. We're also going to get into what do you guys think about Juan Soto going over to left field? But we'll get into that in about a minute or so. But so that's a couple of things I want to tell you about. Now, Thursday, there is no morning show, but there's a good reason for it because there's two shows coming up later in the afternoon. At 7 o'clock, Chef Nick takes over as host, and he will be interviewing myself, yours truly, for the second half of the interview that Chef Nick is doing with me. So I hope everybody, if they learned something from the first one, that is great, about sports in general and how you treat sports. Then right after that is going to be a really cool entertainment show with Chef Nick again and Caterina Michio, as they're going to discuss all kinds of recipes, special recipes for Valentine's Day that will be 2 days after that show. So a lot coming. Also, Saturday night, everyone, we're going to have our members only show, which I'm going to break some very interesting news, which everybody here will get to find out eventually. But if you want to know, it's kind of exciting. I think it's real exciting. And I'm going to get the opinions of our members to see how they feel about it. I think you're going to really enjoy it. So I think it's something that I think is needed here and everybody wanted. And that's all I'm going to give out at this point. But come to us Saturday night at 8 o'clock right here with myself and Chef Nick. And we are going to, we'll be on live. And the way you're going to be able to answer us is through the email at joeyankees28@gmail.com, joeyankees28@gmail.com, because it's a private membership show. So that's on the agenda for Saturday. Sunday, of course, we will have the Week in Review show, which was on later last week because of the Super Bowl, but we go back to 8 o'clock this week. And then, of course, all of next week, we do have some guests, but we'll get into that as we go deeper into the weekend. I want you to digest a few things at a time. Also, of course, next week, middle of the week, Wednesday night, as you see on the screen, it's the history of the New York Yankees with Sean and Charles on YankeeMania Live, Wednesday, February 18th at 7:30 p.m. Get your questions ready. What do you remember and what year and that made you excited being a Yankee fan or at a Yankee game? What did you experience? That's what that show is all about. And we want a lot of participation in the beginning. They're gonna tell some stories, some history, and of course they're gonna talk to you in the chat. So we're looking forward to that, everyone. That should be a lot of fun and a very unique, different type of show. So we're looking forward to that. So let's get into the first order of business. What do you guys think about Juan Soto going to play left field now? What did the Mets have up their sleeve for right field? Is somebody else coming that we don't know about, or are they going to? Who are they going with? What are the plans there? And does Juan Soto have a strong enough arm to play left field? My feeling is this. He's used to right field, and he's at best, if 10 is the best, he's like a 6 in my book. Some people will even rate him lower than that. I'm going to go the other way because he is a superstar. There's no question about that. I don't know how he's going to fare in left field. It's not the easiest position, as the ball angle is a lot different to left field as it is to right field and as it is to center field. Can he cover all that ground? I am not sure. I'm really not sure. If the Mets have some now, I heard some things that they have somebody in the minors they may want to throw in there. And everybody else really has low batting average. So I don't know, unless they have a trade in the making. I don't know I don't understand the thinking there. But you traded Nimmo, so and they got a little weaker in the outfield. Of course, Cedric Mullins did nothing for them, so they're not going to be missing Cedric Mullins whatsoever. So that's for sure. But give me your take, guys. What do you think about Juan Soto playing left field for the New York Mets this year? So there were a lot of dealings today, guys. Justin Verlander went back to where it all started, the Detroit Tigers. What do you think of that? And they were busy today. They also got former Yankee Austin Slater a little bit later on in the afternoon, which I'm glad that they did, and the Yankees didn't get him back. He didn't do too much, but who knows? Maybe in Detroit, something will spark in him. He'll stay healthy, and he might play well. So they were active today. The Mets had picked up a relief pitcher. They love the White Sox. They deal with the White Sox. Lefty reliever specialist Hudson will be patrolling. It's a good low cost move with a high upside. He had a great year with the Milwaukee Brewers in 24. He had a little down year this past year, but maybe the Mets feel they can straighten him out. So that's another thing that happened today. So there was rumblings in the Yankee camp. Bellinger was hitting bombs out there. Aaron Judge, the most encouraging factor of the whole day was Aaron Judge was throwing beautifully from right field or from the outfield, period. So that means he's completely healthy from the past of what happened to him near the end of the season and the World Series and the World Series and the playoffs last year. So that went well. And an old friend was in the batting cage, Didi Gregorius. Sir Didi was in there, and I guess just warming up for to be in the Netherlands and the WBC. Speaking of the WBC, we are going to have the first game, USA against Brazil, with our very own George from Swinging with the Fences going to be calling that game. And we there's so much going on here, folks. I can't begin to tell you. It's just an amazing time for NY YankeeMania and NY Entertainment. I am really looking forward to the new show, The History of the New York Yankees. And that's, like I said, it's going to start on Wednesday night at 7:30. And then we'll see where the new home time will be, because obviously the Yankees play at 7 o'clock. So eventually 7:30. So eventually, obviously, the live games will go on, but not to sell the show short. We will come up with a good time that you guys can listen to it and see it live, and it'll be good for Charles and Sean and anybody else that's involved with the program. So a lot of stuff going on. We are awaiting word for Nitin to come on in hopefully in a couple of minutes, and he'll give his take on people like Juan Soto stuff and all of that. So stay with us, everyone. It's going to be a really, really good time and good. Let's see what you guys have to say. So how you doing, Katie? Evan did a fantastic job with the Super Bowl coverage. Yes, he did. He really did. Let's see. Bronx Mama, Soto can't even play right field. Good, not a good outfielder. Okay. Sean says he's reporting for duty. All right, Shawnee Bird. How you doing? Let's see. Bob Rizzo says, looking forward to seeing the history of the New York Yankees. That should be an interesting show, and looking forward to it. And hopefully it'll get a steady time spot. Yeah, it will. It will, Bob. We just have to be patient, and with so many shows going on, there will be some changes and everything, but it will go on steady once the flow goes. But let's get the show off first with Sean and Charles next Wednesday, and I hope everybody will be here at 7:30 p.m. live. rah-rah them, press the like button. If you're coming in and you didn't subscribe, please subscribe to the channel. Teresa asked, with spring training about to start, can there be more moves for the Yankees and the Mets? Yes, there definitely can be, Teresa. There's a lot of stuff going on. The Yankees have a lot of players in. And also, I mean, obviously some Yankees are going to the WBC. Some of the Mets are going to the WBC. So a lot of these rookie guys are going to really, really get a chance to speak their minds and play their game. And let's see what happens. The Yankees have an abundance of infielders. They still need a right-handed catcher, as we've been saying. It's gonna be happening. We just have to wait and see what will it go? Will the Yankees go again with two left-handed catchers? Kind of hard to believe in a 12-month period that they can't find a right-handed catcher. That is a little hard to believe, but hey, listen, it's in the Yankees' mind, so let's see how it goes. Bronx Bomber says, excited for the new show. Of course you are. You and Sean are doing it. You better be excited. I'm sure you are. I'm sure you're going to bring a lot of insight to the early times of 1903, 1913 Yankees, how it all began. How did they get Babe Ruth? How did Lou Gehrig get around? And all of that stuff. It's going to be very, very interesting show. And if you're a Yankee fan, it's a must. How can you not want to watch? How can you not want to be around the history of the Yankees? It's all about it. It's probably the most history you're ever going to see. Not even the Dodgers have that. The Cardinals have that. The Red Sox don't have it. But the New York Yankees have it. And there is a lot that, you can go by just the 10-year, every 10 years. What did they do in those 10 years? They won 5 championships. They won this. They won that. It's just absolutely insane. And we'll see. We'll see how everything goes. And I'm sure it's going to be a great show. Let's see. Sean saying, got my inner Hulk Hogan going wild. Well, I would hope so. And I do see our very own Nitin, and he's ready down below. So we hopefully get to bring him up pretty soon. And we will wait for the signal. Sean, it's got to be. I'm sure you and Charles, it's got to be exciting to start the first show, and we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm sure you're going to do a very, very good job. Without further ado, we are going to. We were trying to bring up Nitin. Not happening right now. So, let's see. What does he's a fifth outfielder? He can hit, but not good. Okay. What are you going to do when Yankee history runs wild on you? I like that. That's what he meant by Hulk Hogan. Now I got it. What you gonna do when NY Yankee Mania history runs wild on you? There you go. Now I got it. I was a little slow, a little tired, a little bit out of it, a little bit excited that tomorrow Yankee spring training is going to open. So we'll see. As we're on the air tomorrow, or the guys, Nitin will be on along with Jason and Sean Browning. While that's going on, the Yankees will be on the field. So that is a happening. And then later on at night, we will have bits and pieces. We might even have a trade. Who knows? With the Yankees, you never know. YankeeMania forever. That's right, Sean. No matter what, it really is. It is YankeeMania forever. And YankeeMania forever. Yeah, that sounds great. That sounds great, everyone. So Oh, I'll tell you, is everybody excited that tomorrow the Yankees start? I'd really like to hear your opinions, everyone. Forget about what they did, what they didn't do, what they're going to do, and all of that. Don't you feel it in the air? Do you feel it in the air that we're going to start soon? What do you think, guys? It's like a kid with candy, right? We're running wild, just waiting for the Yankees for the first spring training game on February 21st with the Yankees, The Ugly Truth, and Ken will be simulcasting on both channels. So that'll be a real happening. That's going to be fun. What an impact you're going to hear. You're going to hear Ken's point of view, me chopping at the bit, me yelling and screaming and whatever. It's going to be fun. It really is going to be fun. But we got to get there first, guys. We got to get there first. And, so these are some of the things that are happening. I hope that you guys don't stop pressing that like button. Please remember to subscribe to the channel. We really appreciate that. And we do have a few surprises for you guys. Number one, let's bring them up. The one and the only Chef Nick. How you doing, Chef? What a nice surprise.
Well, let me tell you something, Joe. This is me in 4K, and you got to deal with it because I would never run a 4K because if I did, I would collapse. This is the reason why I don't have a 401k because I just got them all mixed up. So I am screwed for life. But anyway, welcome, everybody. Welcome, Joe. Glad to be here. As you can see, my voice is a little like a cigarette type of voice. I'm still getting over a chest cold and a head cold and everything cold, and it's cold outside. So here I am, still rocking it, baby. So can't really scream because I'm going to be coughing a lot. But good to see everyone. Great to see everyone. Absolutely, toodalutely great to see everyone here live on a Tuesday night, baby. Welcome. Oh, my God.
Yeah. And first of all, thank you for joining us. We know how busy you are, how tired you are. And we really appreciate it. And we're probably going to have another show like this tomorrow night because it's going to be the Yankees' first day on the field. We're going to get a lot of notes. Nitin will be back here,
Nice.
which we're really looking forward to. There's just a lot going on. And I believe Nitin is ready. And the three of us, the three Musketeers, he's having some problems with that, but we're going to try it. There we go.
There he is.
What's up, Chef Nick?
What's up, my guy?
What's up, everyone in the chat? Good evening. What's up, Joe? Getting ready to travel back late tonight to New Jersey, and then I arrive tomorrow morning, early in the morning, so Wednesday, 6 a.m. So I'm taking a red eye. So what's up, everyone? Chef Nick, my guy. What's up?
Hey.
Shredded? Are you shredded the costa?
Just like Florence Bob Nightingale, baby.
Every time I see that name, I think of Florence Nightingale now.
I love it.
But, yeah, what's up, everyone in the chat? You guys are doing a great job supporting this show, and Joe, obviously the godfather of the show. And but I want to say congrats to the Verlander family. He deserves it. I think going back to Detroit is a perfect fit for him. I think where he started, and I think it's a feel-good story. Like when Pujols went back to the Cardinals after the Angels, and I think I love to see when all these players go back home where they started, like Damian Lillard going back to the Trailblazers.
Yep.
So it's a feel-good story. I think Detroit fans should be excited. This rotation is great when healthy. So
they lost one pitcher though for the rest of the year. I think that's why they did what they did.
Yeah, but their rotation is still good though with Valdez now on board, and then and then Skubal, and you got Mize. What a story on Mize, and also you got those other pitchers. So if Verlander stays healthy, and I'm sure he will, and coming back to Detroit, I think he'll be rejuvenated, and it's gonna be fun to watch him back in the Tigers uniform, man. And today they showed the lineups of his first career start when he played against the Indians. Now, obviously the Guardians, but they showed both lineups when he played his first career game, and I can't wait to see him. Obviously, wearing that Tigers uniform and obviously coming on the mound, his first start in Tiger Stadium, and all the fans cheering. That's gonna be fun to watch. So, I think that's a perfect fit for the Tigers. Kudos for them to take a chance on him to bring him back. So I like that move for them. And also they got Austin Slater. Obviously, Joe mentioned that earlier, and um, obviously the Yankee he wasn't the fit for the Yankees, right fit. Let's see what he can do in Detroit. I'm happy for him that he got another chance. Um, but the Yankees are on to bigger things here. I think they're still going to make some moves, hopefully, and I think Randall Gittrick could be in the plans, or Nick Castellanos, depending on what the Phillies do with him. So, yeah, so the Yankees are sitting well, and this obviously they lost. They need a right-handed catcher still, so that's another thing. But and I've been preaching for this right-handed catcher. I'm going to keep saying it until they get it. So hopefully they get it. Hopefully they get in a trade, or I don't know, whatever they do. But like I said, we don't need a catcher that can hit home runs. We just need to help. I mean, that can hit the ball and play defense. That's all. But I'm liking all these moves, action today, though. But what a moment for Verlander, though, going back home.
Yeah, they're legit, man. The Tigers they're legit. They want to win, and they're doing all the right moves. I love that move for them. I really do. And yeah, like you just mentioned, all the rotation for the Tigers. That's crazy, man.
Mhm.
That's they're gonna that's a powerhouse right there too. It's like yeah, with Skubal, Mize, and Verlander and Valdez, like holy Lord, and Verlander, you can't count him out and be like, oh, he's old. The guy could perform. He could be there till 50 years old. This guy can do it, man. Him and Scherzer, yeah, like look at Julio Franco. Like he played like to his late 40s, I believe, or mid 40s. But if you have that type of versatility and you're not, I mean, of course, you get injured from time to time, but you still have it, man. You still can contribute, and that's. I mean, that just reminds me of Roger Clemens too when he came back. Or, yeah, but that's awesome. Good for them. Yeah, definitely good for the Tigers. They made all the right moves. And look, Slater, I wouldn't really. I don't know why the Yankees offered him even a contract, but with Slater, look, I think that'd be a great environment for him. Non-pressure. It's not in the spotlights. It's
Right.
Detroit is pretty much not New York, obviously, but it doesn't matter. It's the team. It's really not the state. The state itself is right background noise, and that affects you a lot. But with Slater, I think I think he's going to do well with Detroit. It's whatever happened with New York, it didn't work out, or he got injured too. So I see good things for Detroit. Who knows, man? Who knows what's going to happen?
Well, and another thing too, guys. That I want to touch. We definitely have to touch Juan Soto going to be playing left field. And the Mets got another pretty good piece in the bullpen. Little by little, nice and quiet, they're building a very nice, even though they lost Diaz and they lost, a few of the guys there, Stanek and, those guys.
Yeah.
They are building very, very quietly a very, very nice bullpen leading up to, Williams, I guess. But other than that, I think they're built. What is that?
Super Bowl hat. Let's go.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Nice. Look at Nathan. I hope he got a soul one.
Uh-oh. You got to go to the duty free shop now.
Yeah, he'll go to the fat man shop. He'll go to the fat man shop and go get like 5 of them. Oh, this is from the Super Bowl. Yeah, okay.
What's up, Jacob? What's up, everyone in the chat?
He's gonna give me a can of feta cheese. Watch.
Yeah.
Shredded
Shredded coleslaw.
Yeah, there you go. Shredded coleslaw, baby.
Hey guys, before we move on to the Juan Soto thing,
yeah.
How about this new show that NY Yankee Mania is going to be presenting next Wednesday night at 7:30 on February 18th?
Yeah.
With Sean Browning and awesome. Charles. Welcome to the team, Charles, from the chat, Mr. Bronx Bomber with History of the Yankees. How you guys feel about that?
I think it's a great idea, and next Wednesday at 7:30, please tune in. Not only that, but my team and I booked you guys at 10:30. My work colleague Bria Frisbee from our Nation's Best company. So she'll be joining in the morning. But the night stream, I like that idea. I think they're going to bring back the past, the Yankees players in the past, and obviously tell you a lot of stories. And Charles has a lot of stories, I'm sure, and also Sean. And I think both of them are going to do a great job of that. And I'm going to see. My team and I are going to see if we can bring on a former Yankee for that show.
Yeah, that would be terrific.
So
that would be really good.
Yeah.
I also think Howie Carpin would be fabulous for that show.
Absolutely.
He would be another one because he's followed the Yankees over 40 years. I mean, or 50 years for that matter. So that's another possibility. So kudos to that show, and we're really looking forward to Sean Browning has done a tremendous job on the channel, and he's deserving of a show, and we wish him nothing but the best, and we'll be here for him. We're going to promote the show for him. And if nothing else, I'm very proud to say it's on YankeeMania Entertainment. So it is a happening, and it should be a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
And also, Nick, you're going to be doing you're going to do double duty Thursday night with the interview, and then the Valentine's Day show. Tell everybody a little bit about that. I have, but come from the horse's mouth now.
What horse are you talking about?
Your horse.
Oh, you crazy.
The high horse.
The high horse.
You crazy horse, you. That's right, Joe. Plug promo. That's right, Joe. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Thursday night, double duty, double overtime, triple, quadruple overtime with my work. And I don't want to call this work. This is fun. This is great. This is entertainment. This is live. That's right. If you act a fool, this is live. If you do good, this is live. If you make a mistake, this is live. This is how we do it. If you have a smoker's voice, this is live. Sorry, I have a sore throat still. But anyway, yes, Thursday night, part 2 of my interview with the one, the only Joe Mangoya, the guy that's sitting right next to me virtually. Part 1 was a huge, huge success. Very, very great turnout. And a lot of requests for a part 2. So the end result, this is because of you guys. I wanted it because I loved it, but you guys pushed it as well in the community. So here we are. So part 1, very impressed of a lot of things Joe said. And of course, part 2 is going to be nice and refreshing stuff. Maybe a recap of part 1, but also stuff that you probably missed, such as Was it YankeeMania, Joe, or YankeeMania with the Bob Shepard thing? You don't have to.
Yeah, just YankeeMania.
YankeeMania, that's what it was, with Bob Shepard. So we'll leave it like that. If you guys want to listen to it again, we'll go forward with that Thursday. But and of course, Joe has cassettes, and we need those cassettes. So whoever has a what's it called, a hound dog that likes to sniff a lot, maybe find those cassettes for us, because I don't know where Joe put them, but they're really important, and he has to dig that up. But also following Thursday's interview with Joe, Caterina Michio, that's right, who let the cat out. Caterina will be here too with me and Joe for the entertainment portion at 8 o'clock. We'll be discussing Valentine's Day recipes. This is the part 2, because I did one part with Maria Venuto with the Valentine's Day. Part 2 of Valentine's Day recipes. That's right. So it will be aphrodisiac type of foods to match the recipes for you and your significant other, or whoever you want to call your significant other, your whoever. That's fine. So just follow that. But also in with that too, I will be doing, and I did as a part 1 with Maria Venuto as well. This time it's part 2 of hungover foods. That's right. Foods to eat when you're hungover that will cure you. It's worked, and hopefully it will work for you. So stay tuned for that. So yes, we have the double entertainment show, 7 o'clock with Joe and 8 o'clock with Caterina, Michio, myself, and Joe. That's right, guys. Thank you for being here. Love you all.
And hey, guys, I want to add to that. On Friday night, we're all going to be seeing each other in person again. So we'll be celebrating in Friday night, Patrizio's, and we're going to have a lot of people there. So stay tuned, guys. We're going to have fun. We're going to be singing, dancing, whatever. Maybe Joe will be going crazy.
I'll get on that mic, baby.
But no,
Oh no.
Wild thing. You make my
all
heart
right,
sing.
Oh my
Good
goodness.
baby.
shredded closer.
Oh my God. Yeah.
And then,
that-
and our surprise guest is gonna be Florence Nightingale. So he's
oh
Florence
yeah, that's
Bob
right.
Nightingale.
And Herbie Schnuder. No, I mean just kidding. So and then not to mention Saturday night,
That's right.
we will have our membership show. So we're looking forward to that at 8:00 live, and we have some interesting things to tell you guys. And that's going to be a lot of fun. So we're looking forward to that show. It should be really, really good. So come. There's a lot of shows coming up, guys. A lot. Don't forget tomorrow morning. You're going to have Nathan. You're going to have Sean Browning and the new guy on the block, Mr. Jason. Will be patrolling while the Yankees are taking the field in the morning. So we're looking forward to that show, everyone, and getting and we'll have a lot of updates throughout the day of what's going on in Yankee land. And probably around this time tomorrow night, we'll come up with a show to dissect everything that's going on. So again, that is a lot of fun, and waiting for that. So so Nathan, did the week go fast for you? Did it go slow? Tell us a little bit about your week.
I came here Monday and it's I'm ready traveling back today, so it went quick.
Yeah. Yeah, of course it went fast.
0 to 100 real quick. But like Drake says, but
oh man.
But no, it's a great work week for us, and obviously getting to connect with the players that I know already, reconnect with them, reunite with them, and make new connections. And I think the highlight of the week would be connecting with Joe Montana and Jerry Rice,
Awesome.
meeting them, and obviously talking to Jerry for like 5-10 minutes, and he's a great guy, man. So to be able to be in the same room as them it's crazy, and it tells you how hard we work, how especially I myself work to get where I am at right now, and to be in the same room as them and other people, and it's crazy. So that's why I always tell people, if you want to be at the Super Bowl or big events, you got to work hard and know the right people. And this is my second Super Bowl down already in the books. Now I'm ready. I told people I'm already looking forward to Los Angeles next year, and we're gonna try. Obviously, our job on the Mount Show is already set, and we're gonna try and make this work hopefully for you guys too. And I brought up a certain event for Chef Nick. Hopefully, that might work for him. So we're gonna try our best to bring some of you guys down there next year. But but I think the highlight of the week was just reconnecting with the players that I know already, and all the people other people I know, making new connections, obviously, and then Jerry Rice, Joe Montana, Doug Flutie, all these people. We had a whole bunch. All the stars were out here pretty much. Awesome. So Libby Dunn was even out here too. So yes, and her sister was here. We had a whole bunch of people, and obviously every year Michael Rubin hosts a Fanatics party during Super Bowl week. So they were all here. All people from Fanatics were here. So it was a fun week, but it went quick. Now going back home later tonight. So hopefully,
and you spend some time with
my
very own Marnie.
Yeah, I spent time with Marnie, and also spending time with my family here, my aunt, my uncle, my cousin, who I haven't seen in a while. So I got to stay here. So yeah, that was good. And speaking of Marnie, my team and I are officially added her to our client list. So going forward, all requests go through me when it comes to Marnie.
So, congratulations!
Oh wait, it wasn't official before?
No, it is official. I mean, we made it before it wasn't, but now it's official. So she's added to our client list.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, cool, very good.
Yeah.
You know what it was? She had to see him in person.
Yeah,
make sure he was real. And then, you know what? You do a pretty good job. So let me sign.
We manage about we manage about 600 athletes plus, and then we manage a couple, and then we're starting to manage a lot of entertainment people now, actors, actresses, singers, and then now you can add Marnie to that list.
That's awesome.
So,
That's
yeah,
awesome. Congratulations to you and your team.
thank you.
It's
So
gonna be,
hey, whoever wants any guests, or obviously all the clients that we've been bringing through to you guys is through us. So, but anybody outside of here wants any of us, I mean, any of our clients, including Marnie, they have to go through us now, all of it, because all the clients are, they want us to set up everything now for them, even the players. So
That's great. Okay.
that's awesome.
Copywritten.
Congratulations.
Copywritten.
You've earned that right. You've earned that
Yep.
right. No question about it. So, so that, that's great. And, Nathan, I got a couple and Chef, a couple of emails today about the NBA show. So I basically didn't reschedule. It's not rescheduled. So is it
this Friday we're gonna be out though.
Yeah.
Right. This Friday's out. So do we just come back next week?
Yeah, next Friday.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's do that. Yeah, because the next day is going to be up in the air with everything. So I would say let's do it next week.
Let's keep the NBA show on Fridays consistently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And then my team and I will try to reschedule Jermaine Jones for next week. Hopefully.
Well, also, Jill, maybe you can explain how this Friday is important for all of us as a channel.
Yes.
So this is why we're not just dropping the NBA show.
Right.
It's an important thing for all of us for this channel too. So yeah.
Oh, definitely, 100%.
Just so people can know. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
we're all together, and we have some obligations, and but they will come back stronger than ever next week. That's all.
Yeah.
With all the other shows that are going on.
Yeah, so we'll try and get Jermaine Jones to come on, hopefully next week, and then, or if not, then another NBA client of us. So.
Awesome.
Well, and also something really to look forward to is next week. We also have a former Philadelphia Philly who threw a no-hitter, Tommy Green.
Yeah, so that's one of our other clients too. So my team and I booked Tommy Green for next thing was Tuesday, February 17th at 5 p.m. Eastern. He'll be joining here, and then the day before, my team and I also booked Gary Reasons, one of our other clients.
Wow.
Two-time Super Bowl champion from the Giants. He'll be joining there Monday, February 16th. And then Tuesday is Tommy Green. And then Wednesday is my work colleague from Nation's Best, Bree Freesby.
And then the
What time
18th is our new show.
10:30 a.m. Eastern.
Oh.
Yeah, and then our new show on Thursday. So we've got next week covered.
Yep.
It should be a lot. And then Friday is the NBA show. And then I mean, the list goes on and on.
It keeps going.
Well, listen, we might as well just stay on the air and forget about.
By the way, our Job on the Mouth show is ranked 106 now.
Nice.
106.
Yeah, nationwide.
Wow.
We have surpassed. Let me see.
That's great. That's awesome. Hey, listen, they work hard. They're a good team together. They're fun.
So
and it's definitely a fun show to listen to.
So we're 3 behind right now. We're 3 behind Dan Patrick's thing.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild. Okay, man.
Yeah.
Dan Patrick, 3 behind him?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that's wild. Okay. All right.
Rah them, everybody. Come and join and
that's
give
a big
them a
deal,
rah because that is big. That's the bigger they get, hopefully we follow.
Yep.
So
that's amazing.
Looking forward to that, and oh my God, really, that's amazing. Good work, Jabba. Good work, team. You guys are amazing. And if we put, like I said, one of these days,
what's up, Ken?
Put all the shows together.
Hey, what's up, Ken? Welcome to chat. He said,
"What's up, Ken?"
He wants Kevin Costner on here. Okay.
Wow. Yeah. Why not? I love Kevin Costner.
We'll try and get him. We'll try and get him over here.
He hates the Yankees, though.
He's a
I think he's a Tiger fan.
You know, that movie, what's
That'd
that?
be perfect.
Bill Durham?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, then if we get Kevin Costner, Ken's going to have to get his buns up here.
Yeah, you got to interview Kevin Costner, Ken. If you
Oh
want.
dear.
What do you think? You just make a choice? You get your buns up here and you interview him with us.
Oh man.
Oh man, you see how fast he's typing. Jeez. No, but that is cool. That I'm just excited, guys. Tomorrow starts the journey. It actually starts the journey tomorrow. The New York Yankees take the field. And that is great. I mean, we're not going to see all of them, but the good news is we're going to, on the first game of the WBC, we will be seeing and hearing George call Aaron Judge's name. God willing, he's healthy. And by the way, the best he's looked in a long time, according to writers. His arm was throwing free and clear. So that's amazing news. That's great news for our outfield.
By the way, sorry to cut you off, but Jose Alvarado is making his Knicks debut tonight. He's on the he took the floor.
Wait, he played a couple days ago.
Did?
Yeah, he played. Oh my God, when
were they home or on the road?
Oh, Jesus Christ, what day is it today? Today's Tuesday.
Yeah,
we had the NBA show. No, Sunday. Yeah, I said I think it was Sunday. He played Sunday. That was the first game. They were away. They played the Celtics, I think.
Okay, so this is the first Knicks home game then.
Home game. Okay, perfect. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's going to be a big pickup for the Knicks. I love this. Yeah. I love it.
Not losing a step. Yeah,
hey,
he's great.
When McBride comes back, then you add another player. That's amazing. I think this is the only move they should make. That's no more moves. Obviously, time passed, but when it comes, you can still sign players in free agency, but the Knicks don't need any more players.
They don't.
This is
Nathan, very, very good. Yes, I was about to say the same thing. The only thing that what's going to be affected by that is Jordan Clarkson, Tyler Cole. Like their minutes are going to, even Diawara too. Like they're going to. I mean, they'll. Mike Brown will find a way to put them in the game. It's just, and I like that idea still because I think that's the addition with Alvarado and when McBride comes back, that's going to be a great 1-2 off the bench. But if it limits Clarkson, Colex, and other players' time, well, it is what it is. But I'd rather have that. So, and they don't need any other moves, absolutely, because they have a great G League too. A lot of talent in the G League, and they can just have a two-way contract anytime with these guys, or bring them up anytime. So I think their depth is crazy from start to finish. So yeah, good for them. Yeah, it's
so guys. While we have the two of the three biggies from the NBA show here,
yeah,
tell us your reaction. Who is going to be in the finals?
I said my piece.
I think. With the Alvarado pickup, if everything goes well, they stay healthy, the Knicks definitely have a chance in the Eastern Conference. But you got to watch out for the Celtics. They're coming up, and they made a big move too. They got the Bulls center, and Tatum is coming back soon, I think. So once they get that team fully healthy, watch out for them. They needed that big man, and they got the big man who can shoot the three. Like I said, if you double team Jaylen Brown, and then once Tatum comes back, you double team both players. Look who's open. Vucic, so he got shoot the three, go into the basket. So they Celtics really improved. So I think it's tough to say now. I mean, you got the Thunder in the Western Conference. You got obviously Lakers. You got Spurs, Nuggets. Don't discount the Nuggets still. And then obviously you got the Pistons, but. To be honest, I'm gonna. This is my gut feeling. I think I would love to see the Knicks in there, so I'm gonna say the Knicks, and I'm gonna say OKC.
Okay. And Chef, do you agree with that?
Absolutely. That was my prediction. The past few shows, it's going to be the Knicks winning over the Thunder Game 7, and the reason why I'm saying that is because I'm a Knicks fan, so the Knicks are going to win. I don't want to say the Thunder's going to win. Why would I say that? No, Knicks are going to beat the Thunder in Game 7, and that's been my prediction since the second NBA show that we had. So,
You know
So
what?
you
I'll give
think
you guys
there's any-
you ready for this hot take?
yes.
All right, ready? Game 7, game-winning 3 by Jose Alvarado.
Oh, wow. Wow, that's a hot take. Okay.
Yep, I'm gonna put that out there, guys. That's it. That's my hot take. That's all I'm gonna say.
I like that. Okay.
Imagine that happens. Oh my god, I hit the
Yeah,
jack.
we got to call it live. We got to come back to the stream.
Yeah.
Do you remember
Mike-
that time Nathan was about to come home from
Yeah.
San Francisco and he said that from the Super Bowl week that he had? Oh, man.
IKF had a lot to say when he signed with
Yeah.
the Red Sox. He
Yeah.
said Toronto was glad the Yankees beat the Red Sox in the wild card because they felt they were a much easier team to
That's
beat.
crazy.
Yeah,
man.
I
He's
heard that
old.
too,
This
and I got a lot to say about him too.
Well,
So.
IKF, go. You're not here. Well, you're not welcome here anymore. Go back. This is crazy, man. This is all these comments from these former Yankees players. I mean, they all they want is attention
That's
and,
all. Yeah,
and
that's all.
drive the Yankees down to the ground. Like, come on.
Yeah, he's so good that they went out and got Kayla Dubin. So he's a fine one to talk. He just lost playing time, the bonehead.
No, IKF is still with Toronto, right?
No, he signed with the Red Sox.
Oh, he signed with the Red Sox. Okay.
Yeah, that's why he said his piece.
Yeah, while you were there in California a couple of days ago.
Wow. So the Red Sox have signed. I've gotten 2 former Yankees now. I mean, 3 former Yankees now.
They got a whole fun that they're going to be also the Boston New York Yankees, and the Mets are the New York Yankees too. I mean, and it's funny, the 2 rivalry teams all have ex-Yankees.
Yep.
You know, the dream nightmare for a Yankee fan is the Yankees is the Mets and the Red Sox in the World Series together, right? And you have former Yankees all over the place. All over the place. It's absolutely insane. But I don't even think the Yankees have the Yankees on the team right now. You can't even, it's incredible. It really is. But hey, it is what it is. The bottom line is we worry about what the Yankees are doing, and then and then call out whoever it is. And I'm just looking forward to. When was the last time, guys, you remember opening day would be a nighttime for the New York Yankees? Man, I don't even. Wow, it's
they'll be coming.
years.
They'll be coming here in San Francisco.
Yeah, and it's got to be over 20 years that they started at nighttime on opening day. My God. So, and even that day we're going to be excited and everything. And then we got to wait till 8:00. And it's not even on the local TV channel here in New York, which I think we won't even get into that. We just won't.
Yeah. Opening day is March sometime. Yeah.
March 25th.
Yep.
And Ken also said, how about getting Dennis Quaid,
Oh,
the rookie?
yeah.
Well, he's not asking for much, huh?
I like that.
Yeah, Michael Joyner, WBC coming soon, and we have the first USA game right here on YankeeMania. So stay tuned for that, and I'm sure we'll get a preview from George from Swinging from the Fences on our preview shows on Sundays. So look for that, everyone. So that'll be a really, really good happening. And again, we are getting ready for February 21st, as it's the first time that we'll be doing a simulcast with Yankees The Ugly Truth and Ken, and it should be a lot of fun. I don't know what Yankees will still be there, but I'm pretty sure we'll see Spencer Jones. We'll see we'll see some of the guys. You just won't. I don't know when they leave. I think they leave we may see them for a few games, and then poof, they're off to the WBC. So the only way then to hear about Aaron Judge will be right here on YankeeMania if you don't have the channels that they're on for the WBC. So, if you're an Aaron Judge fan, this is the place to go. So it should be fun. It should be really, really. I'm just excited, guys, that the October loss is behind us, and we go forward now in 2026.
Yeah.
And again, this is what we strive for. This is what we're on the air for. To wait for these moments, and we want to have a great summer. We want to have a lot of fun. We want moments to remember, home runs to remember, winning games to remember. Maybe the Yankees could throw a no-hitter this year. What do you think?
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, sure.
And the no-hitter. The no-hitter.
You
It's
don't
wild.
sound too convincing, my friend.
Well, because that's a wild assumption, and that's hard to do.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. I can't just say
think
yes.
The last Yankee pitcher to do it recently is Corey Kluber against Texas.
That's right. Yes, Corey Kluber. You remember him?
Yeah.
And that
Who would've
other
thought?
bozo that pitched the perfect game.
Domingo Herman.
Yeah.
Oh,
But,
yes, him.
I'm going to give you another hot take. The first Yankee pitcher to throw a no-hitter this year is going to be Ryan Weathers.
Okay. I was
Whoa!
going to say
Breaking news, everyone. Ryan Weathers
I can
to
see
throw a
that.
no-hitter. Wow.
I was going to
Nathan,
say Cam Schlittler, but
you
I
are
see,
feisty.
I like Ryan Weathers. Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to add something too in regards to IKF, and look, like whenever Sonny Gray came out, he looks like a 15-year-old, he looks like a 16-year-old, whatever, and he says, and I said my piece that time. I don't want to recycle it, but that's when it not started, but like when he said his piece, it was like a lot of people were bothered. And I was like, why are you bothered for? It's Sonny Gray, and it's like Sonny Gray, that's his name. And I brought that up last time, and I was like, why are you bothered by that? It's like he has a contract, he's safe, he's secure. He can say whatever he wants. We shouldn't be pissed off. We should even get upset. Is there truth behind that? I don't know what happens behind closed doors. So you had stuff from Weaver, if he said something, Williams, if he said something, and then you have something from IKF. Do you really care about IKF and what he says? Does that hold any water? For me, it doesn't. When I heard that, I'm like, all right, well, just, get away from me. That sort of thing. He wasn't even near me, but just that, when he saw that on social media, get away from me. Everyone says everything anytime in the place behind closed doors. They type it in. They're not going to say this to your face. So the Yankees should not get upset or stressed. What should they do? They should just put it out on the field. That's it. That's all they can do is just shut them up and kill them in the division, win the division, and then beat them in the playoffs. And whatever happened last season, sure. Right now, it's a clean slate because of the new season. But a lot of teams got better. And it's gonna be really hard. And that's what she said. But it's gonna be really hard in the fact that you have Boston, you have Toronto that did good in regards to upgrading. And you can disagree with me, but who knows what's going to happen, especially with the Yankee season too. You don't know who's going to do good, who's going to be injured, who's going to drop off the face of the earth and just struggle. Sophomore jinx, like Joe brought up a few streams ago, sure, it could happen. Again, those are opinions. But going back to what these players say, I don't care. I don't care for them. Congratulations on signing a contract. That's great. But just count on us not bringing you back. Just you could be like cold on the street, sleeping with Brian Cashman in the sleeping bag. We're not going to take you back because this is you just burn your bridge. But that's fine. That's on you and your agent. But in regards to that, Yankees at least light up like a fire underneath yourselves and just overtake these teams because that's what matters. It's not about Yankees this, Yankees that. I don't like them. They're terrible, stuff like that. Great. That's your opinion. But Sonny Gray, Devin Williams, IKF, we'll see you on the field. And that's the mindset the Yankees should have is we'll kill you on the field. Obviously, I don't think they're not going to go to those extremes because they're very I don't want to say they're very soft, but it's like they don't have this mentality that us fans have where it's like, can you please just murder these teams? They had a murderer's row. Why can't they just murder these teams? Murderer's row, obviously you can't fit that into the lineup nowadays. But that mindset, it's like you can't just beat these teams. You got to kill them and beat them down where it's like they're afraid of you in every way. Nostalgia is a big thing. You can't bring that back, but show some sort of something with like, just in that aspect, in that effect. But please, guys, don't be bothered what any player says. They are irrelevant unless they do good against the Yankees on the field. That's all. So words don't matter. Words don't matter. It's all about action and production. So famous last words, we will see, and it's coming up. So let's do this.
Guys, I'm going to bring out a player here. Where do you think he fits in? Castellanos probably might be released tomorrow, from what we're hearing. Okay. Where would you like to? I mean, is there a place in Yankee land for him, or where would you like to see him go?
Well, Randall Grichuk is still out there. I wouldn't mind Randall Grichuk. Like I said earlier, I think Castellanos would cost more than Randall Grichuk. You can get Grichuk on a cheap deal. But if somehow the Yankees can pull off Castellanos, that'd be great. Another right-handed bat to the lineup. You can play him at DH, outfield. I think he's still got something left in the tank to play outfield. So, I wouldn't mind taking a chance on him. He can obviously he's a good, valuable player. He's a great hitter. I wouldn't mind having him. It's just if the Yankees are willing to give him the money. So that's why Randall Grichuk is still out there, another option for them. But Castellanos would be a nice pickup.
Well, Nick, do you think it's possible the Yankees could pull what they did, what happened with the Verlander contract? If you're going to get somebody, maybe you just get him for $2 million now and pay him later on. And if you really want a Castellanos or somebody along that line, would you start that trend on the Yankees?
Where would you put him, and is he okay with being on the bench? I know the Yankees love the word platoon. We're going to platoon this, platoon that.
Right.
Is he going to be okay with that? And again, ego aside, like, is he okay going to be? And this is what I brought up with Goldschmidt too. Like, know your role and shut your mouth. But whatever.
And he will. Because
yes. No, I'm saying even with Castellanos too. It's like, how is he going to be in with the Yankees too? Is he going to demand that he plays every day? I don't know. So I don't know how he's going to fit in.
Right. Yeah, I don't see it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like right now they have everything's on paper. There you go. Everything's on paper right now. And like, how would he feel if he's like just the last signing on the major league roster with the Yankees? The last, like, how's that gonna? And he's gonna come in like being like, oh, okay, I've been here, I've done that, and then I don't know how he is. I don't know how he is because he's never been on the Yankees. I don't know how he is with other teams.
He's got a temper.
Yeah, I don't know. He has a temper.
Yeah,
he does. He has some kind of temper.
Well, then that's first of all, if someone already has extra baggage, I wouldn't bring him to the Yankees organization because I don't think they know how to deal with that. Look, for some miraculous reason, they released Marcus Stroman. So I don't know who pushed that, but
that's why I said Randall Grichuk would be a perfect fit, and then you can get him on a cheap deal, and you can sign Chris Bassett while you're at it. So
here's one guy. I don't know. I mean, I know he's older, and I don't know. He may be past everything, but why do you think the Yankees wouldn't take a chance on a guy like Travis d'Arnaud behind the plate for a backup? I mean, he's done so much damage in the American League East. Why do you think the Yankees wouldn't give him a try? I know he's getting older. I know the legs are, but don't you feel a little bit more relaxed having somebody who could come in as a right-handed hitter who's killed the American League East, just about every team he plays for? why? I mean, what would you take a chance on somebody like that, and that's it? Close the book and see what happens.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying. I think we need a right-handed catcher, and Travis don't know fits that bill. I think he'd be a good pick. I'm surprised he's still a free agent right now. Yeah, if I were the Yankees, to grab him right now and take a chance on him, I think he still has something left in the tank. And why not? While you're at it, get Grichuk and Chris Bassett. Get all those
Yeah.
three players, get them into the fold, and see what they can do, because we need more signings, obviously, in depth. So those three would be nice, even Castellanos. But like I said, I think Grichuk is a perfect fit, better than Castellanos. When
Yeah.
speaking of fit wise, and then get Travis Darno in here, and then get Chris Bassett, and there you go. There you have it. Call it a day. Call it a day.
Absolutely. Great point, Nathan. And I just want to bring up too, in regards to, I just wanted to set an example, like with Castellanos being the type of player that he is. There was one incident when Raul Mondesi was on the Yankees, and he had a temper tantrum in the locker room. The Yankees' answer for that day was to trade Raul Mondesi to the Diamondbacks for David DeLucci and I think Brett Prince, the sidearmed Australian guy or something like that.
Yes.
That was their answer. And I forgot what year. I don't know if it was 99 or two. I don't know. I forgot what year, or maybe 2000s. I don't know. I forgot what year, but
2003.
That was 2003. Wow. Geez. That's still 20 plus years ago.
Yes.
Yeah. So I don't know. Right now, what a great answer to that. It's like, you want to have toxic energy in the lineup, you're gone. That doesn't happen today. And now they have like mediators like on the team, like sort of like settle the problems. I don't know what the Yankees have with that, but they don't need any more baggage than they have right now, and baggage with just again playing the lack of playing fundamentals and all that stuff. I could get into that all day, but like just extra baggage with players that are bad in the clubhouse. You don't need that. So, yes, I would go with Randall Grichuk. I think he's a better option with that. In terms of Joe, remind me the question again. I'm sorry. I just lost my thought while you were asking.
It was about Travis Darno.
Travis Darno, is he a DoorDash driver? Because we have an Uber driver on our roster. I don't know. But anyway, I do like Travis. I do like Travis Darno. Yep. I really like him. I wouldn't mind him. We had a lot of veteran catcher backstops on our. We had,
how many hits has he had against the Yankees? Oh my God,
Yankee killer! Of course, it's we had Todd Green. He was a great backstop. He was a veteran. We had oh my God, from Eric from. Oh my God, why am I drawing a blank for tonight? He was a backstop for the Yankees. He's on the baseball show. Oh my God, Eric. Katz. Eric Katz. Yes, we had Eric Katz.
We had Chris Stewart.
Yes, Chris Stewart. And it was like, not only were they all like veteran backstops, but they taught these guys in the clubhouse and stuff like that. So that's what we need. Unless you're a young rookie trying to get into the major leagues and you're trying to get your feet wet, but we don't have that. We have depth signings from Ali Sanchez and these guys are like, we have 4 of them, and they're all defensive backstops, but they've been around. They've gotten around. We don't, because we traded like all our depth, the catching depth. So right now it's like we don't have anyone that's up and coming, but this is what we have. So yes, I wouldn't mind a reliable veteran backstop, like what's it called? What's it called? God, Darno. Jeez, Darno. Yes, Darno.
Okay.
No, I'm drawing blanks here. Man, I'm still under the weather, man. Forgive me. But JC Escara was a great success story, but unless he gets another crack, I don't think it's going to work out. I think that
we need a right-handed. He's a left-handed.
I know, that's the thing too. It's like right now, I don't know. The right-handed situation is like right now that that should be the last of the signings too. That should be the last, unless they make other depth signings, right-handed catching and stuff like that. I don't know if that's going to happen, but yeah, I do like that move. So,
Well,
especially
I'll tell you right now, what Jay said opens up some thinking process now.
What's up, Jay?
I wonder if the Mets are about to pick up Castellanos in right field. Is that the reason Soto's moving to left? But here's my answer to that. Now, if that's the case, the Mets might have overplayed their hand by making this move right now, because now the Phillies might be saying, oh, wait a minute. Yeah, we want to get rid of this guy, but we don't want him to go to the Mets and kill us. I think the Mets did this a little bit too early. Wait until the guy's out, and then you pick him up, then make the announcement that he's going to left field. I think the Mets overplayed their hand here if they're interested in Castellanos. So, Jay, good move here. What do you think of that, Nathan? I think that makes a lot of sense. Now the Phillies are rethinking. They don't want him to go to Citi Field.
Yep.
Yeah, I think this could be a good fit for the Mets. I mean, if Soto's moving to left, it's gonna be interesting. You bring in a guy like Castellanos on a 2-3 year deal. I think that would make sense for the Mets.
But that's what I'm saying. I think they overplayed their hand too early.
Yep, and then the Yankees obviously can get a guy like Grichuk. Like I said, get Grichuk, Travis D'Arnaud, and Chris Bassett. That called that a day for the Yankees. Hopefully that happens. But for the Mets, I think this could be a good fit for Castellanos and maybe get some revenge on the Phillies. So and I think he's a good quality defender still, and he sells something left in the tank. So whatever happens tomorrow, if the Phillies release him, I expect the Mets to be on it real quick.
If the Mets don't fall short on him, they're going to get Grisham. Grisham. I would almost guarantee that, because they're not going to go with a 210 hitter out in the outfield. They're going to get somebody. I believe they went a day or two too early in announcing the Soto. I guess they want to play the hand, because maybe now the Phillies are saying, now, wait a minute. We don't want this guy going to the Mets. We want to get rid of him. We don't want to see him on the Mets. So maybe they're trying to work out a trade with another team, or they're gonna simmer down and wait a while and let the Mets make a move somewhere else. I believe the Mets overplayed their hand here. The Mets made a mistake if they're really interested in Castellanos.
Now,
I
why
think that makes sense.
So yeah, JT, good to see you, brother. So again, we mentioned that Castellanos doesn't he have an attitude issue? Yes, Joe brought that up, so I want to make sure of that too. So this is why I would not want him on the Yankees, because that would be added baggage. So I don't like that. If the Mets want him, well, there you go, Mets. There's added baggage towards you, because I don't know how he's going to react in regards to that, but. The reason why Soto moved to left field, I don't know. Is his family closer to the suites? I don't know. I really don't know. But who knows what's going to happen? Like, he has his whole family in the stadium right now. His family's taking over, listening to Bad Bunny in the box suite. So I don't know what's going to happen. But I don't know what the reason with that is.
Speaking of that, it got 128.2 million views.
Everyone was listening around the world, so you can't beat that, right? So,
what do you mean? Well, also, what's her name on the radio, guys?
What's up, Jason?
On her podcast did very well too. The name escapes me now.
Wait, who?
Megyn Kelly.
Yeah, Megyn Kelly.
She got an abundance of people with Charlie Kirk's wife. So they did very well. They did very, very well on that too. So, it was crazy. So, hey, listen, whatever. Some people have, and I don't want to get into, having him, not having him. It's done with. The NFL decided to do that. Hey, that's up to them. But welcome, Jason, to the stream. How you doing? There was, let's see, Charles is saying, Mitch Garver, Kristen Vasquez, and Elias Diaz. I would say Christian Vasquez, but I think he signed somewhere.
How about Mitch
If I'm
Garber?
not mistaken, I think he signed somewhere.
Hey, Christian Vasquez.
Yeah,
I think he
Mitch
did.
Garber too.
I remember hearing that. Mitch Garber, I'm not crazy about.
Who's,
Yes.
Christian Vasquez is he's a free agent still. Christian Vasquez is a free agent.
Is he still?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I could have sworn. that that he. I thought he signed a minor league contract somewhere. Unless maybe I was thinking about before that. I don't know. Now, what do you think of Diaz?
He's okay. I would rather have Christian Vasquez than at this point, or Travis Darno.
Yeah, no question about it. Definitely. I just want to say to everybody, if you're gonna write in the chat, make it make sense. If you're just gonna put all zeros and it doesn't make any sense, you will get banned. I'm just gonna let you know right now. We're not playing games.
Yep.
So please, there's a way, and there's a will, there's a way. If you want to participate in the show, makes sense. If you don't, save yourself trouble and save the embarrassment of being locked out.
Yeah. So at this point, I'll take. I don't know, Elias Diaz. He's okay, but I'd rather have now Christian Vasquez or Travis Darno at this point.
Yeah, listen. I think we're desperate just for a right-handed hitter. Period. I mean, Nitin, are you in shape? Maybe you could do it.
Maybe I could be the catcher. I don't know. Or
Gary Sanchez. Oh no, heaven forbid.
No, thank
Joe,
you.
you want to be the catcher, Joe?
No. Are you kidding me? You want to pick me up in a stretcher in like 2 minutes? Miami beat Carolina in college basketball tonight.
Oh wow!
College basketball still going on?
Yes, March Madness.
When do these things finish?
No, we got March Madness next month. So.
Oh, that's right. That other, whatever. I won't say it.
So I wanted this is what I brought up. I brought this up with the catchers signings, the depth pieces. I brought this up about a month ago. So I forgot their names because they're irrelevant. But yes, Abraham Gutierrez, Peyton Henry, Miguel Palma, Ali Sanchez. This is what we have right now as the spring training.
Like a law firm.
Yeah, spring training invites to compete for the backstop. Obviously, JC Escara they don't want him as the backstop. He has to compete for his role. So this is what they have. The only thing I know about them is they're all defensive first, but they've been around. They're journeymen pretty much. Like, they go around. That's all I know. As far as the credibility, I don't know what they've done. Obviously, if they're defensive first, their offensive numbers are low. But that's who's competing right now. So, and you don't see any rookies in there or up and comers because they're all gone. They're all gone from the deadline. So this is what we have. So I don't know what they're going to do in regards to rebuilding that depth, because that has to happen now. So if they're going to do any trades too, and it's not going to make any noise as well. Like if you're gonna trade, let's just say Will Warren for a specific type of player plus a player to be named later that's a catching depth, right-handed, that's young, that the team has given up on, but we have them, we can fix them. That's something to look into. It's just right now, it doesn't really look good right now, especially with Austin Wells, just being, and again, it's like you see what happened last season. So it's like, I don't trust Austin Wells behind the plate. Anything could happen, but just with the backstop to. It's just I don't feel comfortable with that. I really don't. And especially if he goes down, and then let's just say if, they don't have a backstop to, that they trust to fill in for Wells, and they're going to have to move Rice, and then they're going to have to shift, someone at first. So that's something that when you see those names, again, anything could happen. They could be the next success story. They could be the next Superman. But I don't really see anything happening with them in regards to that. They'll just be in AAA and be like, all right, that's our depth if someone goes down. So I don't know.
We welcome Yashin to the program, and he
Welcome,
asked,
welcome.
what teams are winners and what teams are losers in the MLB offseason so far, guys?
A good question, Yassin. Good to see you, brother.
Yeah. Probably the winners for me is the Pittsburgh Pirates. They're making underrated moves. This is a team that doesn't really usually spend, and they're spending money, but on good value players. So I would say the Pittsburgh Pirates.
The Tigers.
The Tigers, obviously. And then I'm going to
White
say
Sox. You can actually see
the White Sox are making moves. I'm going to say some of these small market teams that are making good quality moves. I think they're the winners. And the losers, probably the winner. Obviously, I'll add the Dodgers in there. Losers.
See, I don't know where to put the Mets right now, guys. I'm not sure.
I think the Mets are split for me. I don't know. I have to see how they start off the season this year.
See, the positive side on the Mets is they have good quality contact hitters.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that worries me with the Mets is if they're really relying on Devin Williams and Weaver in the back end of the bullpen, and really, I know they have Peralta, but the other guy, I mean, they have a couple of good rookie guys. But what about the two other veterans that they have? If they falter, they have more of a problem. And I was reading a couple of people, and something I was scratching my head with. Do you really feel the Mets are a good defensive team? I mean, I don't see it, guys. I don't see it. I mean, yes, Luis Robert is good, Lindor's good, but after that, leaves a lot to be desired. I'm sorry, but I don't see what other people that I hear around the internet and I hear on different programs where is this defense better? Somebody explain this to me, because I don't see it. They're not great defensively at third. They're not great at first. The catching is up in the, he could be, to me, he's like another Gary Sanchez.
Yeah.
Right field, you don't know who's playing there. Left field, you don't know. You really don't know what Soto's going to give you in left field. And yes, Luis Robert is good in center field. But okay, Marcus Simeon is not bad, but he's also 36, 37 years old.
Yeah.
How much you're going to get out of him? So I don't know what they're saying. What's going to bring them home is their defense and their quality hitting. I just don't know if that defense is going to bite them in the butt down the line. Their defense worries me a lot. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe all of a sudden, because you're putting Bo at third. I don't know. I just don't see it. Now, if they lose Lindor for any part of the time, now what do you do?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's scary.
Now what do you do for defense? You got nothing up the middle but your center fielder, because your second baseman is going to have to cover. I just don't know if he, every year he's going down with his batting. So what makes this year all of a sudden he becomes, a youth again? That's the only thing. I mean, as far as replacing the guys they lost,
yeah,
I think they got better in contact, but they didn't get better in power.
Yep.
I think they lost in power, but got better in the area of not striking out.
And their pitching is still up in the air too.
Well, they got a couple of very, very good young pitchers.
McLean
McLean is a keeper.
Jonathan, I think, yeah.
Right, but you don't know what the two veterans are going to give you, and again, you don't know what the ex-Yankees going to give you either.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's snip and tuck with the Mets.
Hey guys, I got to drop here. So.
Oh yeah, sure.
No problem. Then all right. So we'll see you in the show at 9:30.
Yeah, hopefully, tomorrow. Yeah, I land tomorrow morning. Yeah. So.
All right. Have a safe trip.
Thank you.
And
safe travels, my friend. Thank you.
Give my love to your family.
Thank you. Will do. Thank you. See you guys.
You too, brother. I wanted to bring up too, like once like Alonso, I was always a fan of him. Once Alonso signed with the Orioles and he had his press conference with the Orioles, I was like, wow, why did you let him go? He was so sincere. It was like a mix of like being sincere, being serious, being like upset, being frustrated, being happy, being depressed, all these like washing machine type of feelings. But I think, you know what, it was almost like a breath of fresh air where he was like, I'm just on a new team and I want to just start over. Orioles, I think they have a great player all around in what's it called, in Alonso. So it's gonna be trouble for us, but whatever. But I think if he stayed with the Mets, that would have been absolutely a great plus with defense. But yeah, talking about like Bichette and pretty much Polanco too. Yeah, I don't really like them on defense. Last year, I did like the Mets. What they had, and again, I'm not a Yankee fan, but still what they had on paper, and I was very shocked to see a big collapse in what happened. But you guys can, you Met fans in the chat can speak for me, but I was, for me, it was like just even trading for Simeon too. It was just like, I don't know. I don't think that was, for me, I don't think that was the right move. It's like, why are you just trying to dismantle your team? What are you trying to prove? What are you trying to upgrade? And again, if you think Simeon is better, that's fine. I just really, it was a little confusing for me. But
I'm going through the Met roster right now, Nick.
Yeah.
And there are, now Ken brings up a point. They have not addressed the bullpen. But I got to tell you, they did get a few good guys. Tobias Myers, he's a gem.
Yes,
he's an absolute gem. Can't take that away from them. You have, let's see, who else is it? Now they picked up Brian Hudson, who could be a sleeper in that bullpen also. They can always put. They still have Brooks Riley if he's healthy. He's pretty decent. And there was an AJ Minter is not terrific, but he's not terrible.
Yeah. Okay.
So they have some guys in the bullpen. Now the thing is we've seen Luke Weaver and Devin Williams. If they're half as good as they should be, the Mets could be okay in that. And also Ken is mentioning the clubhouse. Now you don't know if those guys were part of that. The guys that are gone. I don't know.
Too.
Is Alonso part of it?
That's
Jeff McNeil part of it? Nimmo? We can't tell. We weren't in there.
That's true.
So this could be a whole new. You're getting rid of 4 or 5 guys that are gone. It could have even been Diaz for we don't know. Nobody's come out. Nobody's going to come out and say, it was Nimmo. Alonso was a bad teammate, and we don't know. So they got rid of like 5 guys. They replaced them with 5 guys. So I'm not going to judge the locker room now because we don't know. But in all honesty, the Mets did go out and get a great relief pitcher in Tobias. That is without a doubt a great move. With Pedroia, they won that deal hands down. And they do have some serviceable guys there. And we have to see. Do I pick them for the East? No, not right now.
No.
I still pick the Phillies.
Yeah.
I think if everybody's healthy, I think it'll be a dogfight between Atlanta and the Mets. I really do. I think the Marlins are going to be a little bit better, and we'll see. The Nationals, they didn't get any better really. So the Nationals could be in the rear this year. I don't know. I'm not. When it's time that we dissect the Nationals, we'll check. We'll determine that at that point. But I can't make a determination of like I said, the Met locker room until we see what it is and who is, and I don't want to call out anybody. I'm not going to say it's Soto. I'm not going to say it's Lindor. I'm not going to do that because we don't know.
We don't know.
Only the Mets know, and their personnel, their front office. That's all. Maybe that's what it was. Because, man, they were quick to trade Nimmo. They were quick to, to say goodbye. Not quick with Alonso, but they were quick at McNeil. Does that tell you something? These are Mets that have been there for a while. And they were quick in, doing what they wanted to do with them. So I don't know. I really don't know. And we do have a taste of Juan Soto, but then again, he had Aaron Judge there. So I don't know. Oh, Celia snuck in here. How you doing, Celia? I'm sorry we didn't see you.
Hey, Celia, good to see you.
I think the Mets bullpen is sort of on par with the Yankees. They have Weaver and Williams, who, in my opinion, are better than Cruz and Duvall. Well, if they're all good, the Yankees are better.
Yes.
In my opinion, if they're both good, because Duvall was fabulous with the Giants, and Cruz, we know what Cruz can do. Williams was fabulous with with Milwaukee. Weaver was only good for 1.5 years out of 8 years that he's in the league. So I mean, all things considered, I'd rather have Cruz. And not because they're Yankees right now. I would tell the truth. I believe Cruz and Duvall are better than Weaver and Williams right now. Well, we'll see. We'll see if that. I think the Mets are depending too much on Williams, and maybe Tobias will take that over. I don't know. And and another thing, if the Mets get another starting pitcher, you may see Clay Holmes go back in the bullpen.
That's true too. Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
You don't know what they're thinking, but I really believe, Nick, that the Mets should have waited at least another day or two to support Soto going to left field. I think they overplayed their hand, and I think they got screwed on that deal now because I think the Phillies were very ready to let him go, and now they're relentless. They feel he ain't going there. If anything, we're going to keep him now because he ain't going to the Mets.
Well, I have a counter question for Celia, actually. So, Celia, with Cruz and Duvall, do you believe in, and I do you believe in Matt Blake will make them a better pitcher in every way this upcoming season? And please let us know in the chat. And I believe so. This is why I think that the Yankees will have a better bullpen, even though there is question marks, of course. I don't think the Mets, they might have a lot of holes and they don't have any specific roles in right now, especially with Weaver and Williams. They don't have anything. I guess is where spring training comes in, but you may need to, figure this out now. But in terms of what the Yankees do, it's like you have all these guys that you signed with depth pieces, like even Rule 5 drafts too, like Cade Winkrest. How does he play a role? Like it's just we have all these guys. It's a lot of pieces to move around, and Matt Blake is the answer to that because I trust him. I trust Matt Blake, and I think he's gonna even with Jake Bird too. I'll give him a second chance. Like I'll definitely give him a second chance because I think that with Matt Blake and his team, I think that they will. I think the bullpen is going to be a different weapon this season. And that's an opinion. That's not a fact because it didn't happen yet. But going back from last year, of course, obviously everyone has their thoughts, and it's like toxic right now. But it's toxic right now carrying over to the season. But let's at least see what they can offer. Let's see how they can perform. Maybe Duvall, who had control issues, a lot of control issues. But Matt Blake, I feel like he loves this guy, and he's going to be a significant piece in the bullpen. So I think it's going to happen because this guy, he's a magician, man. He's a magician pitching coach where he can have a lightning in the bottle and a flash in the pan, if you're cooking. But like it's absolutely. I think it's going to be better than the Mets bullpen because we have a leg up on them. Obviously, I can't even say like we're going to face them all season. We are, but they're not a threat yet. But we have to see. We really have to see. But Celia, I would say that I would trust the Yankees bullpen more because of the coach rather than the Mets. Yeah.
No, the Mets have a new pitching coach, so
they do.
That remains. But this is interesting. So that's Ken says the Mets aren't even a third place team in the East. So you're telling me that you're banking. So what you're saying, this is very interesting, folks. He's saying that the Nationals or the Marlins are better than the Mets now. I don't agree.
I don't know. I can't. You can say I don't agree. That's never going to happen. I'm going to put my sense in there. It's going to be like I don't know. You just never know. Again, it's like that's the thing. It's like you could be like, oh well, the Nationals and like they're like they're terrible, but you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what roles are going to play in sort of that division too. Like you don't know. You really don't know. But Ken.
All I know is right now I don't think I can name 3 Marlins players. I'm sorry, maybe I'm just not hipped on it, but I can't name you. But I can name the whole Met team. And I just don't see that it's that bad as people think. They got to play to their baseball card. But yeah, Luis Robert was a really good player. He's still only 28 years old. There's still time for him.
Yes. So this is what I'm talking about on paper. It's like you don't know who's on the Marlins, but you know who's on the Mets. But what if the production on the field from the Marlins is better than like the Mets? Who knows? I don't know because you're gonna hear about them once they start producing. Like Augustin Ramirez, you've heard about him, obviously ex-Yankee, ex-prospect. Look, he was doing great. So it's like you never know. It's if you don't know who's on the White Sox, like like the recent signings with the White Sox, but even the Oakland A's too. It's like you don't know the whole team, you don't know the names of the whole team. But what if? And this is again hypothetical because it's always hypothetical because it hasn't happened yet. But what if the A's and the White Sox because my Boston accent, but like what if the White Sox and the A's, what if they make noise? Joe, like what if they make noise and what if like they like just sort of stun like the division? What I don't know. It's just only time will tell, and we have to see this for ourselves, man. It's a crazy.
The one thing I do agree with the Marlins is they do have a nice bullpen in Pete Fairbanks. They have Bender. They have a pretty, and they traded a few guys. So. But I'm just going through the team and they have Andrew Noddy, who's pretty decent. And I see a lot of pitchers here, but I don't see a whole bunch of hitters. So I don't know. Again, they have a very, very young team. These guys were born 2000, 1998, 1999. This is a real young team. They have one guy. I think the oldest guy they have, he was born in 96. That's like 30 is like the latest one. So no, but overall, between the Nationals and the Marlins, they're coming up the rear. I just don't see them, doing anything better than fourth and fifth. I really don't.
So, I'll ask you this, Joe. Back in 1996, when Joe Torre became the manager of the Yankees and they had his whole transformation with their team, did you think they would win a World Series? Because a lot of people didn't.
Well, but let's dissect that season. Okay. So they went in with, all right. So you were losing Don Mattingly, and they brought in a very, very capable first baseman in Tino Martinez.
Yes.
Behind the plate, they had Joe Girardi.
Okay.
They brought in Joe Girardi and not Mike Stanley. So they got better there defensively, and Mike Stanley was a better hitter, but Joe Girardi was a situational hitter.
Okay.
Second base, they had Mariano Duncan, who had a phenomenal year.
The Phillies, right?
At second base. And they had the rookie by the name of Derek Jeter. We didn't know what we were going to get out of him. And at third base, they had old reliable in Wade Boggs.
Yeah.
So he was at third. Then in the outfield, you had Paul O'Neill, you had Bernie Williams, and they did start with, Darryl Strawberry came later. Chad Curtis. No, I'm sorry. No Chad Curtis. Who was in left field to start? Oh, Ruben Sierra.
Yes.
Ruben Sierra was in left field. Then they were doing pretty good. They ended up signing Darryl Strawberry, and then they made the trade for Cecil Fielder. And they got the power hitter that they needed in the middle of their lineup. And the pitching came through. I knew they were a playoff team. I didn't think they were going to win the World Series.
Okay.
Now with Atlanta shelling out 4 incredible starters, and Andrew Jones as the rookie, and Chipper Jones, and forget it. What they had there was Ryan Klesko. They had a good catcher. They had good outfielders. I mean, they had everything. They had John Smoltz. They had it all, and somehow the Yankees beat them. But I'm going to tell you right now, that was a better team than what you see in the Marlins and the Nationals. Can't even compare it.
Well, yeah, no, of course. Like I'm just talking about for that era too. It's like how everything goes back on paper too. It's like even going back to 1995. It's like did you ever see the Yankees going to the playoffs? It's just you don't know, and that's the whole thing. It's like, yeah, sure, they have all these big names, like even Tim Raines, good call with that. Tim Raines and Charlie Hayes. They have all these big names. Like, oh wow, even the murderers row that the Yankees had with Alex Rodriguez, Gary Sheffield, and company too, and like they had a lot more. But it's you see that, and it's like, wow, the Yankees are going to kill this season. They're going to dominate. They're going to do well. But sometimes that doesn't happen. That
right.
just and that's why it's like, why not give another even if it's not on paper, why not give another team a chance like that? Who knows? It just seems like every team right now, even the A's and the White Sox, put aside the Red Sox, the Blue Jays, and what's it called? Even like any other teams, like sort of moderate high market teams, like put aside that, it's like, why are these low market teams trying to make noise? Because I think they're just trying to better themselves and try to better their organization in a way. I think they feel like they can compete in a sense, not in the sense of a high market team, but I think they can compete because they sort of have this belief where it's like, we're done. We're done being in last place. We're done being that way.
No,
it's
I agree with you, but they are getting pressure from Major League Baseball that they have to spend money. They don't have a choice.
What rule is that?
And that's a big thing for the bargaining. The Major League Baseball is putting pressure on these teams that they have to do something with the money that they're making. And that's a fact. That's a fact.
That's
and
interesting. Okay.
if they continue not to do that, I think in a lockout situation, this looks better for baseball.
Okay.
For them to spend, I think that's why you saw a little bit more movement. I bet you dollar for donuts, if we weren't going into a strike year, I do not believe that the teams like the Marlins and the A's and the Pirates were going to do this. They had to save face. They had to show baseball that they can spend some money. I'm telling you, Nick, they may not say it publicly, but I'm telling you, that's what's going on.
Can you explain that? Because I didn't know anything about that. To be honest,
it's not much to explain. The teams owners were getting disgusted that teams like the Marlins, they would get a superstar player and they trade him.
Okay.
They get a star player and they trade him. They do this and they get rid of him. Why? Now all of a sudden, Pittsburgh all of a sudden keeping all their pitching, and they're adding players. The A's adding play. You didn't see this. But look, there's a potential lockout. But and because the Major League Baseball is putting pressure behind the scenes, if you don't do this, we are you're thinking about not making money now. Wait until we go on lockout. And I'm telling you, I'm 100%. I'm not even 100%. I'm 1,000,000% correct that they have pressure from Major League Baseball. And that's why they haven't gotten rid of Luis Severino. That's why they haven't, they may not come out publicly and tell you that, but I truly believe that the pressure's on these smaller market teams. I mean, heck, even Colorado did a few things.
Yeah, they did.
When did they ever do anything in the winter times? Think about it.
Except trade for Jake.
Ken has a good point here. The Mets start the season against the Pirates, Cardinals, Giants, Diamondbacks. Not a good start for them. Well, you got to play somebody, obviously, and if the Mets make a statement there, then they'll make a statement. But yeah, they could get their heads handed to them. I don't know. But to answer the question, that's why, Nick. I truly believe the pressure's on. And like this, they can go into the bar. You can't have a Hal Steinbrenner going in there. Well, you see, the Pirates didn't do anything. Well, what do you mean we didn't do anything? We signed so-and-so and we signed so-and-so. And the A's, well, we signed Severino. We got whatever, even Leiter Jr. And, regardless, they're spending money. And that's where that's why these teams are getting a little bit better.
Okay, that's interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, this would not happen.
So it's not about them doing it on them, for themselves. It's about being pressured, pretty much.
Yeah, and like Cruise Control says, Pirates, Tampa Bay Marlins have to spend for competitive balance since the Dodgers, the Yankees, and the Mets money is being taken from them.
That's crazy. Wow.
So, and that's it. And I'll tell you, we're at that point. And now these owners that are spending, they'll have less of a right now they had the upper hand, the big time owners. Now that the small time owners are doing something, I believe that it's going to be a little bit more it might be a little better for baseball and the fans that you see Pittsburgh signing somebody and you see the Marlins doing something, because it means something to baseball. It means that that maybe there's a little harmony now. The bigger owners are putting the pressure. Hey, you're not going to live on our goodwill. You're not doing it anymore. We will lock you out. And they got a little pumpy in the backside, and they says, hey, you know what? We're going to have to spend a little bit this off season.
I want to get to a question that Cruz actually sent before. I'm trying to bring it up in regards to 1993. So and this is a great segue going back into pretty much that time with the lockout in 1994. What makes 1994 different from the potential lockdown now? What was like any I don't know if you have any knowledge or any recollection of that. What makes 1994 and a potential, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but a potential lockdown that's going to happen for this for next year?
Well, again, it was in a different time frame as far as money. Okay. But again, the teams were psyched out by teams like the Yankees, the Red Sox, people that were spending. The Angels were spending like crazy. Mm-hmm. And it was just a few teams, and that time they really wanted, without a doubt, a salary cap, because they felt that the Yankees, all they were doing was buying the World Series, or wanting to, but they just never they never really did the right thing. But it was more for the bigger owners, because they couldn't compete. But now that the owners have gotten years and years and years of money, Nick, before they didn't. But now, I mean, just to look at all the years that passed since 94. So, little by little. So what, 1 year, okay, so let's say you're an owner, Nick, $2 million I pocketed. Next year, $3 million. Next year, $5 million. Next year, 15 million, 20 million, 30 million, 50 million. Why aren't you spending this money? And that's where Major League, I'm almost, as light as day, I know that they put pressure on these smaller markets. You better do something, because if we go lockout, this is going to be nasty, really nasty. Now there's going to be a lockout, but it might be a little bit easier to take.
Okay.
And and I'm telling you, dollar for donuts, if there was no lockout, believe me, these guys, Ryan O'Hearn, Brendan Lau, Jake Mangum, Gregory Soto, would not be Pirates. They would not be Pirates. I mean, how come all of a sudden the White Sox, every day they're picking up somebody? Where does that come from? Something's not right, So I'm telling you that. I mean, it makes sense. Listen, I could be. You want to say I'm 100% wrong? Okay, but I'm not saying you guys are. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying makes sense. Now let's see. Let's see another thing. The players left on strike cost baseball the postseason and part of the 95 season. Yes, they did.
Yes,
they did.
You remember that, yeah. Because
the owners in that time, there was only really one or two owners that were willing to spend. The Mets would spend here and there. They picked up, of course, Bobby Bonilla. The Yankees almost had Barry Bonds. The Yankees didn't want to add another year. Otherwise, Bonds would have been a Yankee, and he would have been our problem. And he chose the of course, the Giants. What do you call Greg Maddux would have been a Yankee. And we all know, and that was a true story. The Yankees, they took him to a Broadway play. They had a handshake agreement. The Yankees sat on it, or something happened. I think the Yankee management had to take some time off. And Maddux said, okay, enough's enough. I'm going to Atlanta. And he went to Atlanta. The Yankees settled for Jimmy Key, and they ended up winning the World Series with it. So, that was good. That was good. So, and it's a lot of fun. I'm glad. I was gonna save it for a show, but I'm glad that we got it tonight.
Yeah.
I'm glad that the smaller market teams are spending, because it will give us a little bit more power not to have baseball all year. This is going, but there's going to be something in there that says you have to spend X amount of money if you want to survive in this game. And that I think is going to be put in there. It's going to put pressure on the owners. And you know what, Nick? If you can't handle it, sell the team. It's very simple. Why you have to make your fan base miserable, baseball miserable, your advertisers miserable? Sell the team. And you make it right. Let somebody else handle that. Maybe somebody else will come in with $100 million and say, hey, you know what? They didn't want to get the players. You know, well, I do. Look at the Mets. The Wilpons couldn't spend anymore. The Mets were going to hell. And look what happened.
Ponzi scheme.
You know, they came in and the uncle man came in with a lot of money, and it saved the, even though they didn't make the playoffs, but they still saved the team. They saved that team. So I don't understand. I know the egos. Oh, I own the Minnesota Twins. But if you're not making money and you don't want to invest, look what that team's done to that team. Look what they've done. And what do? They bring back Gio Urshela. That's their big move in the offseason. Are you kidding me? I mean, I like the guy. Don't get me wrong. I never wanted to see him go in that stupid Josh Donaldson trade. But we all wanted to see Gary Sanchez out of here. So, I mean, it's a nip and tuck. It's a great talking point. It's talking, back and forth with Nick. It really is. But now I hope maybe it opened up your eyes a little bit why these teams all of a sudden all of a sudden they're spending money. The Pirates and I don't want to hear, they got Paul Schemes. I think they can win. Come on. All right, they have 3 or 4 good. They have 2 or 3 good pitchers, but still, yeah. And Ryan O'Hearn is not a bad player. I mean, they've made some nice additions, and the one team that I think took a step backwards is the Kansas City Royals. I don't know what they're thinking. Mm-hmm. I don't know what they're thinking over there, because they had a chance to really move forward, and I think they've taken a step backwards.
Well, to a follow-up question with that, then how about the Rays? They haven't done any significant moves too. So, do you still do they have enough money, in their organization to present?
Well,
to be like,
the one thing that saves the Rays is they have a great farm system. Okay. And they have brilliant minds. So, and they're competitive most of the time.
But how about but how about if let's just say pressure wise, where you have to spend money, but they really haven't spent money with players? How would you?
They would definitely be called out, Nick.
Okay.
They wouldn't be called out in public, but they'd be called out in baseball. I guarantee you. Because there's too much money involved. With the Dodgers, the Yankees, the Mets, the Red Sox, that spent, the Padres, the Giants, they spend money. These other teams just want to sit back and collect. The Yankees, what their tax bills, $155 million, whatever it is, that money goes to the other teams. So if I know, oh, wow, tomorrow I'm getting $25 million. I didn't do anything. I'm going to keep it.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, the bigger markets are lucky. They have great television deals. They have television stations. Some of these stations right now, some of these teams are being, their outlets are MLB Network. and then they disperse it. So, I mean, that's got to tell you something. And like I said, if you can't afford it, then either sell or get a partner. What is so hard about getting a partner? Because the egos are through the roof. Oh no! If I own this team, I have total control. Okay, so go 51-50, and you have the extra say. But get somebody in there that's going to pour $300 million into your team, or at least somebody pour in to pay your team. Get the money. So if you have a $100 million payroll, get somebody to give you $100 million, and whatever percentage that is, it is. And somebody could say, "Hey, I own a part of the team," but they don't think that way. The egos are just out the window. That's a problem. That's a big problem. And great discussion. This was great.
Yeah, this is why I'm asking you this, because I didn't know anything about that till you brought it up. So I'm learning from this. So this is great. Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you for that. I really appreciate it.
Oh no, you're welcome. I mean, I just feel I just feel that the Yankees are going to be okay. I really believe that, and I believe if they have to get somebody down the line, unfortunately, they may do one more deal, but I think they're going to wait till the deadline, which this year is like August 5th, I believe. It's not the 31st, so that day will be on the 10 hours as we were last year. So we're going to be ready for that, folks, because they don't want to do this on the weekend anymore. They want to do it where the players have a chance to, get their belongings, whoever gets traded, and they'll have all week and then to get to the weekend to their new ball club. I mean, somebody like Jose C., he was lucky. He was in the other dugout. Yeah. He was a Tampa Bay Ray and a Tampa Ray, and then 5 minutes later he was a New York Yankee. So all he had to do was go around, and but it doesn't always work out that way. So, but that's where we are. The trade deadline is August 3rd. Thank you, Yashin. So that's instead of the 31st. So
okay.
But yeah, Nick. Well, we've been on 2 hours. But wow, time flies when you're having fun, huh?
That's right. You know it.
Well, just again are you available with us having an extra show tomorrow night to update the Yankees' first day at spring training?
If it's around this time, sure, I should be okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what, guys? We'll start the show. We'll have a 9:00 p.m. show tomorrow, guys. 9 p.m.
9 p.m. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, 9 p.m. will be a good, get everything out of the way, and we'll have nice updates from you, whatever updates we can give you. There might be some signings, there might be some releases tomorrow. You never know. And we'll probably the Yanks are going to announce what they're going to do with Anthony Volpe on the IL. Is he going to a 60-day? What are they going to do? Where are they going to play him? And where will that fit where he can come back and will come back? So there's going to be a lot of saying tomorrow. So 9 p.m. tomorrow, guys. If anything changes and we go earlier, we will let you know. Of course, if the Yankees make a deal before that, we will be on top of it. Look for a short, look for something. So with that in mind, Nick, well, first of all, we all hope that you feel better.
Thank you. Yeah.
And some final thoughts before we end this actually very, very good stream.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, thank you, Joe. That was again. It's like you need to approach something that you really need to have your eyes, ears, and all your senses in, because this is something that I didn't know, and Joe explained it to me very clear and concise. I loved it. Yeah, it's like I thought like, oh, why are these small market teams trying to do better and be better? Like, is it just they're hungrier? It's like, it seems like a weird situation, but thank you, Joe, for explaining that to me and to everyone here. That made a lot of sense. And like, I took it all in, And it's like I learn new things every day, especially on this channel and in the real world, and I love it. So thank you, Joe. And everyone here.
No, you're welcome.
No, absolutely. And this is like a impromptu interview, pretty much on Thursday. But thank you guys. Thank you guys for being in the chat. Thank you for all your questions. I'm looking at you guys. You guys rock as always, man. So it's been a long day. It's been a long stream, but tune in for this whole week. Tomorrow, Thursday, the double duty show that we're doing too. So I'll be here, and let's rock and roll, baby. And after this, I am passing out. Oh,
I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
I am tired. Woo! Yeah, my God, I'm going on fumes right now. I'm exhausted like a back of a car, baby. All right. So yeah, thank you guys. Love you guys. Let's rock and roll. Let's keep it growing and going, baby. Love you. And thank you for Nathan for being on. Safe travels. And you're technically Nathan's living in the past, right? He's 3 hours behind. So he's in the past. We're in the future. So, if he wants to play Back to the Future, he has to slave the clock tower like Michael J. Fox. Well, he could do that on his own. But safe travels, my friend. Love you.
No problem. And he'll be wide awake for the show tomorrow with Nathan and Sean Browning and Jason will be on tomorrow morning. And I will definitely see you throughout the day and definitely at 9:00 tomorrow night here on YankeeMania. So thank you everyone for being here. As you know, we love you more than you'll ever know. Please like and subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the program. And a lot is coming. So God bless you. God bless all of you. God bless America. Stay healthy, everyone. Hope you have a great night and a great day at work and school and play tomorrow. Good night, everyone. You have a great, great night. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
And well appreciated.